Hello, everyone. I'm Lobby Clint. Welcome to Late Night Meditation. As always, it's great to be here online with all of you, whether you're watching from Zoom, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. So, hello again, everyone. Hello, Eric. Hi, Vivi. Hello, Annika. Hello, Blue Dog. Great to see you guys here on Zoom. Also, hello, Stacy, Julie, Beverly, and Hakuzo on YouTube, as well as everyone watching on Facebook and Twitch. Of course, if you're watching on Facebook, I am streaming to several pages at once. So if you don't see my face at the top corner, very likely I can't see your comment right now, but I'll always go back and reply, as you all know. So, how's everyone doing? Doing well? I see from the smiles, must be good. Very good. Also, I hope you're all doing your homework. You guys remember your homework? So the homework is whatever you're doing, have relaxation and awareness. It's quite literally practicing meditation outside the meditation hall. Because when we meditate, we need relaxation and awareness as we meditate. But where does it benefit you most? When you start to apply it in daily life. So that's how we can start to improve both our meditation and our contentment in daily life. To first find that balance of relaxation and awareness as we're doing what we do. And then when it's time to sit down, meditate together, it's actually much easier to go in deeper. As this actually brings out a story of these two sisters. There are two sisters in Thailand, and they would go to our temple. One sister, she's a regular volunteer, comes every day, comes and meditates every day. And then the older sister, she had to take care of the family business, so she had to stay at her home and help work. And what was interesting is they both came to a ceremony, and the older sister, who rarely came to the temple, had a very deep meditation. And the younger sister was completely confused. Why is that? I come here every day. Why is it that she had a deeper experience? He said, well, they asked the younger sister, when you come in and meditate, so you just meditate, and then what do you do the rest of the day? It's like, well, then I just help out and do this and that. Where is your mind? Doing whatever we're doing. Okay. Then they asked the older sister, well, what do you do at work when you're at home at work? She's like, well, since I can't go and meditate at the temple, I try to visualize my meditation object. I try to keep my mind centered as I'm doing my work. It's like, yes, that's why. Because while you're practicing and centering yourself during your day, when it's time to come and meditate together, instead of like the younger sister, it's like going 1, 2, 3, and then just stop, and then come back 1, 2, 3. So you're not going to move on. While the older sister, she was already at 3. So when she's got to meditate with everyone, she moved on to 4, 5, 6. So it's just like that. Having that daily practice, simply just doing the homework, relaxation and awareness, a great way to help us find our balance throughout our day. And then, when it's time to meditate, we'll get in a lot easier. Now, easier doesn't mean easy, as I know many of you already know. Meditation is not exactly super easy, but it's also not hard. It's not difficult. It's only difficult when you make it difficult, when you're trying too hard. So that's why I like to tell everyone, meditation is a mini vacation. All right? So as we practice, make sure you enjoy, take your time, relax, be at ease. Okay? See, more people came in. Hello, Anna Maria. Thanks for joining in. And hello, Gonyan on Facebook. Okay. So, as today is actually the last day, I'll be asking you guys this. What level of meditation instruction would you like today? As a quick reminder, because starting next week, or really next month, it will become Monday will always be level 1 or 2, as in those who are brand new to meditation or just want a lot of instruction. Wednesday will be like a kind of a 3, more moderate, but then we'll also have a wisdom talk. And Friday will always be a long silence, just as it always has been. So right back to you guys. What would you guys like? I see. Go ahead and type it in if you like a level 1, as in your brand new meditation. Level 2, you know what you're doing, but you like a lot of instruction. Level 3, a bit more moderate, or level 4, long silence. And like I said, Fridays are always long silence. So what would you guys like today? I see a 2 so far. Okay, got another 2. Oh, hello Ezekiel. Thanks for joining in. And of course, remember, these levels are not levels of difficulty. It's just because I know that each time we meditate, some days you feel, I need some help. So please guide me more. Or some days, I'm feeling good. Let's go with silence. It's just like that. And of course, for those who are interested or on YouTube, I have playlists with each level, so that way you guys have it ready for you whenever you need it. Okay. All right. Looks like today will be level 2. Got lots of 2s today. Hello, Ellen. Thanks for joining in on YouTube. Okay. Then, as always, let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air. And breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Take in a few more deep breaths, as this is a natural and easy way to relax. As we know, the first step is relaxation, allowing your body to feel comfortable and relaxed. And how we do it is to allow our body to be still. But listen carefully. It's not to force yourself to be still, but simply allowing your body to be at ease, comfortable. Because when you're comfortable, you will naturally stay still. There's been a big misunderstanding due to how they teach meditation hundreds of years ago. They would say, sit still, don't move. But nowhere in there does it say, tense up or be uncomfortable. It was simply, sit still, not to move. Which people back then, very laid back and relaxed, so it made sense for them to simply relax and stay still. Though nowadays, whenever we hear sit still, don't move, we almost immediately tense up, almost like we're straining to make sure we stay completely still. When in reality, the more we strain, the more we try to sit completely still, the more our body actually vibrates and shakes. So instead, our master, realizing we're all doing this, he told us to first relax. If you allow yourself to relax your body, you will naturally stay still. And when it comes to meditation, the stillness of your body is actually not that important. It's just that a lot of us tend to focus on our body. So when we have our body stay still, it helps our mind stay still also. So first, be comfortable. Allow yourself to really relax from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. And even though our session is not very long, take your time. Have the feeling like you have all the time in the world. There's no need to rush in any way. Take your time, allowing yourself to release and relax to be comfortable. Because once your body is comfortable, your mind will also follow and be comfortable. And it all starts with our body. And relaxation doesn't mean it needs to be very comfortable. As long as you feel content, feeling comfortable enough. An easy way to feel or think of it is try to feel okay. If you feel okay, great. You feel more than okay, wonderful. But if you ever feel less than okay, make adjustments. It's okay to move. Those minor adjustments become the difference between enduring and enjoying. And like I told you in the beginning, meditation should be a mini vacation. It should never feel like work. So give yourself time. Allow yourself to adjust. Remember that even your perfect position may change after 5 minutes. So feel free to change into your new perfect position. And little by little, you'll be still, you'll be comfortable. Your body and mind will begin to sink. You'll begin to let go, feel at ease. Let's start off with your body. Not trying to relax, but allowing it to relax. Very much like letting go. You can't force yourself to let go. We simply leave it be, and it'll let go naturally. So one way to help us let go is to let our mind stay with just one thing. Something simple, easy, relaxing. And that thing can be anything at all. I recommend the full moon because it's bright and shining, but not blinding. It's calming and cooling. But your meditation object can be anything at all. It can be a scoop of your favorite ice cream. It could be a basketball, a football, your favorite dish, your favorite earring. Whatever feels comfortable to you is perfect. It's a way to help your mind stay with one thing relaxingly. And as our mind stays with that one thing for a prolonged period of time, our mind starts to let go, letting go of all those extra thoughts, allowing our mind to slowly get quieter and quieter. But as we practice, always take your time. There's no need to rush. When your balance starts to get closer and closer, time tends to fly by. It will seem shorter than how long we actually sit. It's very similar to when you're playing a game, enjoying a craft. When you zone in and time just flies by. Like they say, time flies when you're having fun. It's very much like that. So give yourself time. There's no need to rush. Little by little, it'll get easier and easier to allow our mind to calm down. For example, suppose it's your first time. You might get 1 second of quiet. Don't look down on that 1 second. That is quite a feat. Each time we practice, you might gain 1 more second or a half second. We gather those little bits of peace. And as we gather them more and more, that peace stays with us longer. It becomes easier to find it, to attain it. Even if it only lasts for a few seconds. Because now we know how it works, or where we can go, or really how we balance to achieve it. But also, once you find your balance, don't try to rush it. Rushing it actually makes it slower. It's like if you're speeding down the street and trying to pick out all the details of all the homes you pass by. It's just not going to happen. But if you take your time, or if you're walking on foot, you'll see every house, see all the details, see their differences very clearly, very easily. Allow yourself to take your time. That's one thing that's very important as we practice. And what's interesting is, the more we slow down, the quicker we start to attain that peaceful feeling. But as you do so, just simply experience. Let it happen naturally. You don't have to try to make it happen. There is no due date on inner peace. To attain it, we simply have to slow down and eventually stop. But let us take it step by step. Relax your body, relax your mind, and little by little, everything will fall into place the way it's supposed to. And now, let us continue in silence, letting our mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Remember, take your time. You don't need to rush or force. Meditation is a mini vacation. It's not a race or competition. We meditate for our own sake, to bring back some calm, some peace, to help us release and relax. One thing I've learned in meditation is learning to let go, truly. At first, letting go starts off as realizing there's something you're holding on to and starting to have less focus on it. Because letting go doesn't mean to throw away or forget about. It's more like placing down rather than carrying. Because if we carry our thoughts with us all the time, even though our thoughts are weightless, they have no mass, but they weigh us down, especially the more we think about them. And even the more important, start to feel even heavier. But no matter how important something is, you don't have to hold it and carry it all day. Just like groceries. We go to the store, buy our groceries, and groceries are important. They help us sustain our life for the next few days or weeks, depending on how much you buy. But even though it's important, nobody brings their groceries home and carries it around all over the house. We bring our groceries in, place them on the counter, and if we're good, we're also going to put them away where they should go. Our groceries are like our thoughts. Yes, they can be important, but they don't have to be with us all the time. We bring them back when we need them, when it's time to think about them. But our mind is funny. We don't place the whole bag down all at once. We tend to take out one item out of the bag and place it down the counter. One by one, little by little. And this is why it takes time. While we meditate for 10, 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. It takes time. But as we practice, always remember quality over quantity. If the quality is no good, it's okay to take breaks. Even here during this live session, or while listening to a recording, you can push pause, or don't even push pause and just take a break while in session. Always take it at your pace, but take time to do it. That way, little by little, it starts to click. It starts to feel easier. It starts to feel familiar. Just like learning to ride a bike. You don't try it once and then stop and not do anything for a week. It would take you forever to finally learn how to ride a bike. But we practice it often. Little by little, it gets easier and easier until you no longer have to think about it. You don't have to think about how to keep balanced, how to do this or that. It just happens naturally. And that's why I give you guys the homework to have relaxation and awareness in everything you do. So during the times we have time to practice together, really allow yourself to release and relax. Enjoy, not endure. Sam Mo Arhan Sam Mo Arhan. Sam Mo Arhan. And now let us continue in silence. Let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing. And imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean, and bright. And at the center of your object, there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our bodies, filling our body with light. And let this light shine out from us, filling the room. Let it spread far and wide, filling the city, filling the state or province, filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world, and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know, to all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Sabbe Buddha Parapata Pacheka Nanchayang Palang Arahanta Nanchate Jinarakam Pantami Sapaso Sapaputanupavena Sapatamanupavena Sapasankhanupavena Sathasoti Bhavantu Te. Now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths. Do a little stretch if you'd like. as we slowly come back. How's everyone feeling? Take a moment to notice how you feel right now, now that we've meditated, or now that we've finished the meditation. Each time we meditate, always take a moment to notice that. That way you can see what worked, what didn't work. It's how we continue to improve. And you never have to feel like you're doing something wrong or because it doesn't feel good anymore. There'll be good days and sometimes not so good days. Just like how we wake up every day. Some days it's, I feel great. Some days you wake up, not today. It's very, very much like that. Some days it's easy to balance, some days not so much. It's okay. But you can always learn something new from both styles. The days that are kind of off, you can figure out what is it that made you feel off, or even ways that helped you get back on track. Or even on days that you feel very good, you realize, this works for me. I'll try and do it again. There's always something we can learn from it, even though it's a little bit different, or even if it feels the same. There's always something a little bit different. So always take the time to observe and notice, and you'll start to continually improve, even if it's just one baby step at a time. Okay? So for today, before going to questions and comments, I see a few already on YouTube, and I'd like to share this quote with you all. This one for today is about positive thinking, or really thinking positive. So my master says, if we are smart in how we think, we should choose only positive thoughts. Okay? Think about that for a bit. If we choose to think positive or think of the positive things, it helps lift us up very easily. Whenever you think it's positive, okay. Or even finding that silver lining, finding that little bit of good in the not so good area. It's not so much making it, positivity doesn't mean everything's butterflies and rainbows, okay? It's not everything's wonderful. It's not everything is awesome either. It's more looking for the good to help lift you up so you can deal with what's in front of you. Because life isn't always so positive. There's a lot of ups and downs. But while we're up, yeah, sure, enjoy. But while we're down, it doesn't mean we have to be completely falling on the floor. If we're able to find some positivity to help lift us up just enough, it helps us move forward a lot easier. Of course, it's a lot easier said than done, especially when those times are very low. Not so easy. But if we keep practicing, starting to learn how to adjust your mindset, to look for the good, looking for the positive, you'll start to see yourself shift. It will become easier. One easy example, if you guys drive, there's always going to be someone who doesn't drive very well. And they cut you off or do something crazy. They honk when there's no need for it. Or they're just tailgating you for some reason. It's like, there's plenty of space. Chill, man. Right? But when we start to adjust the way we think, instead of being angry at the person, maybe it was a mistake. They just happened to not see me. I was in a blind spot. Still bad for them to not check it very well, but it's a different feel. Instead of being angry at them, it's, they made a mistake. It wasn't on purpose. Or even when they're speeding, maybe they need to go to the hospital to see their wife or check on someone, right? It's just that urge to quickly move. Okay, maybe that's what it is. It's a very different feel compared to, what are you doing? You're gonna kill someone, right? It's a very different feel. And in the end, however you feel about them, the only person who's going to feel it is you, right? It's not like you'll feel angry at them and they're going to feel it. They have no idea. Sometimes they really had no idea. They accidentally cut you off or they accidentally this and that. We're all human. So starting to change that mindset, starting to see more positive, or start to adjust and look for the positive. You yourself will be much more positive, much more calm, and overall happier because you're not taking all the negative as just negative. Instead, it's just something different today. It's kind of like if you're eating your favorite food and someone just, the one who made the food, happened to drop that one extra chili in there by accident, and you happen to take a big bite of that chili and go, that's the new flavor for the day. It's a new experience, right? it was unintentional, you didn't know, or you find out you like spice. And there's a lot of different things that happen. So, be open to adjustment. Be open to being able to look for the positive in everything. It will help. Okay, as is been a practice. I've gotten so much better at it now, and a lot of people would ask me, how are you able to do that? I'm like, I didn't just do it after practicing meditation once. This is something I've been training and practicing since I was a kid. Due to my parents, they always wanted to make sure that we were happy. So one thing my mom would tell me, put your arms out. I'm like, okay. Everything in this area is your world. Everything in your world must be happy. So make sure that you are happy. If you're not happy, then take some time to practice and allow yourself to be happy first. Then when you're happy, your happiness doesn't stay just here. It will grow and go to everyone. I go, okay. So I was always the happy kid. Didn't really realize it much until high school. My friends told me, "Do you ever get mad?" I'm like, "Of course I get mad, but never really mad at anyone." so, that's the thing. It's all about making that change little by little. Okay. So I hope you all practice positive thinking, but in the right way, not toxic positivity. Okay, not everything is awesome and it's actually not. Okay, that's no good. Okay. All right. So to our first question, I had to go to YouTube first, and let me say hi to Andrew on Facebook, and let's see, someone named Victor on Twitch. Thanks for saying hi. And okay, so Haku's had the first question. He says, "Today I had a strange thing happen. I felt a heaviness when I woke up, but then I started to focus on what I want out of life. After I figured that out, I suddenly felt clearer. What wisdom can you share?" Whenever we have doubt or confusion or something in our mind that's just kind of, like I mentioned in meditation, our thoughts, they're weightless, but they weigh us down. If it's something in your mind that just feels like it's heavy, it will weigh you down. It will feel heavy. And then once you're able to think it through or be able to find an answer or a solution, the weight's gone. It's very much like that. So that's pretty much what you experience. Understand that we all have things that are in our mind that just kind of come and go, that we feel that can feel heavy, and it's okay. Sometimes just at that moment we don't have an answer yet. Even if it starts to feel heavy, don't feel bad that it feels heavy. It's okay. This is part of growth, part of learning. But as we start to center ourselves, this is why Master also says, whenever there's a problem or you need an answer, instead of taking your time stuck to the problem, think of my hands are my other problem. This is what happens when we think. We tend to go like this. All I see is problem. We're too close. Take a step back. Take a step away from the problem. Now, not only do you see the problem, you can also see a solution. So sometimes we're just thinking too hard. Take a step back. It helps us center more, and then it clears away the area enough so we can see a better path, or what might be the best path at the moment, due to whatever information you have at the moment. Because we can always be smart hindsight, thinking back, oh, I should have done that, because today you know what you should have done. But at the time, we only have whatever information we had at the time. So yes, that's why we always look back and go, oh, I should have done it this way, but we can't see the future. So we do what we can at that time. But the best thing to do is, if our mind is centered, we tend to go a better route. We tend to do the best thing that works at that time. So don't regret past mistakes. You're going to have many more in the future. Instead, look today and see, what can I do to do better? Always moving forward, little by little. Okay? All right. Now I see here on Zoom, Vivi is asking, may I ask, how would I handle it if I face this experience again? Oh, maybe something before that. Okay. Going up the chat, sorry. So she says, the mind was pretty still though, seeing some thoughts, but it acted like didn't come back to the physical body yet. When ending of the session, the mind still lingered in meditation. Yes. Okay. So how would I handle it if I face this experience again? Now, when we meditate, especially at the end, the sad thing is, many times we're meditating and at the end, Okay, everyone, open your eyes. I don't want to open my eyes yet. I totally get it. It's okay. My master says if you have that experience, you don't have to stop yet. Just keep going. For me, it's okay to push pause or just leave the room and keep going, or just turn off the sound so you can keep meditating. Because whenever you feel when you're meditating, it just feels good. You feel, I want to keep going. I feel good. Keep going. It's a very wonderful thing to happen. It doesn't happen all the time, Even for myself, some days it's like, it feels good, but I'm done. Or sometimes, no, I'm out. It's very normal, okay? So the days that it feels good, yes, keep going. Very good. Um, it's that when our mind's just so calm and peaceful, it's a lot of people call it the outer body experience, though in reality, you're not actually out of your body. Okay? It feels like you're out of your body, but it's actually just that it's like your self is extending is a better way to explain it. I don't want you to think that you're literally coming out of your body, because a lot of people would be afraid of meditation because they say that when you go out of your body is vulnerable. You have this and that happen. While that would be true if you literally came out of your body, like if your spirit came out of your body, that doesn't happen to most meditators. It's actually deep level meditation that they can do that, but they usually don't because of that exact danger. The problem is people who know this information don't know what they're talking about yet. Not most of the time. They're like, "Oh, it's dangerous. Don't meditate because of this." You guys are silly. Because in reality, if we're meditating for peace, we're meditating for our own calm. That's the main thing we're getting. We're starting to gain that calm. You're doing okay. The other experiences that happen, I recommend think of them like mini movies. It's just like a show for us to watch. Oh, interesting. Sometimes it's really interesting. Sometimes just I don't want to feel that anymore. It's understandable. Everyone adjusts depending on what's been going on in your life or what happens to be on your mind at that time or how well you're able to balance. So don't put too emphasis on trying to understand it yet, because it's kind of like you're going through muddled waters and you can't quite see through the water yet. So it looks like something. Like if you were in a pond, suppose you're in the middle of a pond at night. Okay, that's kind of scary. You don't know what's in the water, and then you start seeing things move. You start getting scared, right? It's like, what is that? Oh, it's a log. Okay, I thought it was an alligator. It's easy to be frightened and scared and misunderstand things. So that's why while you're starting to experience things, just simply observe, enjoy, and then of course we can always talk. So what I recommend, continue to do what you're doing. Allow your mind to just be at ease. Just observe. I guarantee you're totally safe. Okay, whatever you guys experience. Uh, One experience, for example, is very scary, but you're safe. Okay, this is a very common one, where suddenly you feel the floor has disappeared, and you just have a free fall feeling. It's a very common experience. But if you start feeling it, don't force yourself down either. Okay, or don't try to do anything crazy. Just whatever happens, just allow yourself to experience. And well, no spoilers. I'll let you just experience it yourself. So the most important thing is whatever you experience, just take your time, allow it to happen. Of course, the first time you feel that fall, not everyone feels it. Some people feel it. You will be scared. I guarantee it, because suddenly you're just sitting, oh, so nice. Ah! That happens. Um, it's also really funny when you're meditating with a group of people and somebody had that experience. You'll know right away because they go, poof, they slam the floor, thinking the floor is gone. So don't worry, you're totally safe. Okay, all right. Pat says, I always say maybe they're late to work. That's why they're speeding. Yeah, that's very true. Uh, um, okay. Oh, I see. You had a little bit of dizziness opening your eyes. Yes. When we come back from meditation, this is why I like to say slowly and gently opening your eyes. Pretty much taking it at your pace. This is important. This is also why, if we're in person, I don't like turning on the lights right away after meditation. I know our temple likes to turn on the lights right away. It might be an Asian thing. I'm not quite sure why we always do that. It's like, we're calm in a dark room or a dim room. Suddenly, pff, hospital lights. It's super bright. Uh, whenever I'm leading, I tend to tell everyone, don't turn on the lights, okay? Just leave them dim, and then we'll just slowly, gently turn them back on, little by little, if able, depending on. So some centers they only have one switch, so if they're more high tech, they've labeled it and made it a little bit easier. Then great. If not, I just say everyone close your eyes. Here come the lights. but yeah, the reason is because if we come back and we're at a point of just like very calm, very still, it's like you're very sensitive to everything, and that's where the deep more awareness happens. So then if we come back right away, too many lights or too many things happening at once, it's a little bit of overload. So you can feel a little dizzy at first. So that's why take it slow at your pace. Even as I'm speaking, you don't even have to open your eyes yet. You can just see slowly coming back, little by little. Okay? So understand these are symptoms that do happen when you go in deeper, even though we don't meditate as long. So always take it at your space, little by little. Okay? But thank you for sharing that. That is something that does happen. Oh, Pat's asking, what can I do to remember to center myself during the day? Ah, this is a good one. Okay, well, we are a little over the time, but this is a good question. So, just like my homework, I tell you guys to do the relaxation and awareness in everything you do, right? But sometimes it's easy to forget. So, one thing that a lot of our temple likes to do, my master tells us for every hour of the day, take 1 minute to center yourself. It's a nice way to kind of remind yourself to do it often. What he really means is, do it as often as you can. Center yourself often. Some of our temple goers they have a watch or a clock, and they'll have an alarm every hour to remind them, okay, center yourself for a minute, and then continue. Though, while that might be okay if you have a silent alarm, like if you have a watch that just vibrates, great, it won't bother anyone. But if you start doing that at work, people people look at you weird. What are you doing? So, that's just one example. Also, if you work on a computer, this is something that I do because I work on a computer a lot. I make my desktop picture my meditation object. I think I still have it here somewhere. Oh well, maybe next time. But I so whenever I turn on my computer, the first thing I see is the image that goes it reminds me to center first. For me, my desktop picture is it's uh it's a mountain, a full moon, and a river, and everything's shaded blue. So it's like a blue light in general, and it's just really pretty to me. I see it and I go, this is nice. That's my visual image that I like. So whenever I see it, it reminds me, center myself, get some calm, and then time for work. So this is just an example that I do to share with you guys. So you can use the alarm approach, um, having an object or something at your desk to remind you. Like some people like to think of a crystal ball, so they have a crystal ball in front of their desk, so they look at it. Or you have your special rock or something, um, or a gift that you remember that just kind of reminds you. Uh, Here's a funny thing that I have here. I don't normally show this, especially live on, but in front of my computer is a little Pokeball. I grew up with Pokemon, so this is something that I like to look at and just makes me laugh and go, calm my mind. So, so you see, whatever works for you that helps you go, time to center, okay? And yes, it can be fun. It doesn't have to be spiritual. It doesn't have to be like some people think, oh, it has to be a Buddha or something like that. It doesn't have to be. It's just whatever helps you feel to remind you to go, calm down, get some calm, still, be at ease. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, all right, all right. We had a lot of good questions today. Oh yes,
Yeah, on that, because I read that question too, something that helps me to center, something I learned from Lupi Byung-suk many years ago when I first started to learn to meditate, was that when he was visiting, I would take him sightseeing around the Hawaii island, and sometimes I would kind of get really excited about what we were seeing, and he would then all of a sudden, Eric, where's your shining star? And that would like, oh yes, it's in my center.
mm-hmm.
And so from that experience, I've learned anytime I catch myself like not being centered, I catch myself wound up in something else that's going on, I just tell myself, where's my shining star? And
Mm-hmm.
it brings me right to center every time.
Very good.
So another
Yeah.
tip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, when the monks have a meditation retreat, we tend to, that's how we greet each other. Where's your mind? It's like, oh yeah, that's right, thank you. To kind of, but this is for monks because we already talked about it before, and we're like, okay, so we're going to meditate together, guys, and then just try to remind yourselves to center often, okay? So then whenever we meet each other, instead of saying hello, we go, where is your mind? Thank you. Then we come back because it's so easy to, our mind can go here to there to everywhere in a split second. So that's why we're always practicing. Thank you again, Eric. So, as time has now come to a close, I'd like to give you all a blessing before we go. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light, in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling and let's brighten up the world together. So for everyone on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, see you guys next time. And for those on Zoom, feel free to stay longer if you'd like to chat. Thank you again, everyone. Good night.